Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. This is episode 7 of our Timberborn playthrough. If you guys are new to the series, definitely check out some of the older videos. You can find them in the playlist. You can find it below or to the side of the video. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. We're excited to have you back. I hope you're enjoying the series. I definitely am. Let's go through a quick recap of episode 6, and then we'll get into this video. So let's bring the UI back up. We just come into the end of a bad tide, which killed all of our food and most of our trees as usual, but hopefully this will be the last episode where that happens, because the main goal for today is going to be trying to reroute some water. But okay, we'll go into triple speed here just to let this this water kind of clear out a little bit. In episode 6, we worked on a few things. We set up some power wheels to provide just a little bit of redundant power. It really does not provide a lot, but it's something. It's better than nothing anyway. And then the big thing that we did was a tremendous amount of dynamite, which was really exciting. So kind of getting this all cleared out so that we can work on that water fixing the water situation, however we want to refer to it. But okay, let's bring these back up so we can start to fill up the reservoir overnight. And then one of the first things that I think I want to work on is I'm just going to as kind of as dumb as it sounds, it's really not a huge priority, but I am going to just delete this. I'm going to delete this one so that we can shift this power wheel over, and then probably get one more in there again, just to kind of provide a little bit more of that redundant power. And should I put that there? No, I think I'm going to push that one back just a little bit, so it'll go right there. I can't fit another one in, so that'll be good. But okay, so if we get a little bit of power in here, can we get a path back there? No, we can't. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna delete that so that we can get a path back here. And let's get all of that built. That should be fairly straightforward. And then we'll just bring a path over here to get this one built. And then we can kind of start to route this power a little bit. And actually we don't need that, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the power up this way. So that's how we're gonna hook the power up. That should just give us a little bit more. Again, not super important, but it'll be nice to have a little bit of redundancy when it comes to the power. And then up here, what else do we need? We need a little bit more dynamite. So let's just get a couple paths over here just so that they can reach. And then all of this is going to get dynamited away. So we'll just put triples in there, and that'll give us a nice line here. That's really not super important, so I'm actually gonna throw that on a relatively low priority. The rest of the dynamite will stay on a fairly high one, but the rest of that will be relatively low. But all right, so that got on there. So now we can do that. So let's get those built. This should get built really quick because we do have a ton of logs stored up, which is really good. Okay, very good, very good. Just kind of checking. Water has overtopped, so hopefully it starts to push out all of this this bad water here, because we really want to get that out of there. And this is the only little downside of I guess it won't really matter going forward, but sluice gates probably would have been nice here, because I could have set it so that if there was contamination on the backside that they would open. Yeah, that probably would have been nice. Either way, though, that's okay. That is okay. Let's go ahead and let's just get all of this done. All of that. And then we can have a straight power shaft right there. We'll get that one done as well. Go ahead and delete that path. And then all we have to do is hook up here, here, and then down here. But that should be very simple. Should really not be an issue. Yeah, should not be an issue at all. All right, so now we need, let's see, we need a triple there. We need a corner there. We'll get those built. And then we just need to hook up right there, and then the power will be linked back together. And again, not going to provide a ton of power, but a decent amount. You know, maybe about 500 or so. Which is definitely a non-zero, as I've said before, a non-zero amount of power, which is good. Not during droughts, but that's okay. All right, and then if we do start to get this, so here's my thought process with these sluice gates. My thought process is we want them at this level. Like that? Am I correct in that assumption? That that's how I want them? I watched some videos on them, and I feel like that would work. That way the water will kind of flow in. I think that would look good. In fact, you know what I think would look better, actually? Is if we kind of raise this up a little bit and get kind of like a waterfall effect. Let's see. I wonder if that would look cool. I'm gonna go for it. Just because I think that I think it would look cool. That's pretty much the reason why I do most things in this game, is that I think it would look cool. So let's delete these, because we're going to need some stairs to get up there. Like that. Get a path over here. And then we're going to do the same thing right here with levees. So we'll bring this up, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4 is for sluice gates. And then this is just going to wrap around right off the map. Is my thought process anyway. But I think to make it kind of look a little bit more interesting, we will kind of extend this out a little bit. Kind of like that. Do I need that back section? Probably not. So why don't we get rid of these? Maybe we could put some platforms up there for whatever reason. And then we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll have levees here, and these are going to be 3 high. So that will kind of be our channel to get the bad water out of here. Off the map. Yeah, I think that that's going to work. And then let's just rework this set of stairs, actually. So if we back this up a little bit, we'll go ahead and we'll put levees in here like that. And then we'll just go ahead and line this up with this existing path. And we'll just get some paths on there to let them build that. And yeah, that'll definitely take a while. It's going to be a lot of logs. And let me just check with the sluice gates. Yeah, it's just planks and metal blocks. So we have all of that, which is perfect. And then let's just get this last power shaft hooked up there. And that way we should be able to get, yeah, about 500 power added into the network. So not bad. You know, a decent amount of power, a little bit anyway. I actually think that I could fit in, if I really wanted to, yeah, one more power wheel. The question with that one is, how do we get over there? And just looking at this, not really a super easy way to get over there, unfortunately. I mean, I could remove one of these bad water pumps, but I don't think that's really necessary, because another thing that I really want to get done today is I really want the large windmills. Unfortunately, I don't think we have any science production. Yeah, we do. Actually, we have 2. That's right, because I raised the priority on them. So we do have 2 science facilities that are going to be producing, which is not bad. Not bad. Certainly going to take a while to get to the 1.4 the 1.4 science that we're going to need. But you know, not terrible. And this dynamite is getting done. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to high prioritize all of this dynamite, and then from there they can actually come through and work on all of this, because that's going to that's definitely going to take a while. Not sure what I'm going to put over here. Probably some combination of decorations, even though beavers are never going to actually go over there. I just think it would look nice. And then let's see, we can delete that because that is no longer needed. Should be able to do everything from this. And then, you know, at some point we'll dynamite this out, and then we'll have to put up some more stairs to get back up there. But that's okay. All right. So this is all looking very good. At least I think it's all looking very good. And we are so close with all this dynamite. Just a couple more. And then I'm going to be very excited to get this built. It is going to take forever to get that built. But that's, you know, that's not the end of the world. There are plenty of other little projects that we can work on while we go. Let's take a look at our well-being. So we need wet fur. We've also got some injuries. Could use another little medical area. Our food is pretty bad, just because we only have the 2. So definitely want to expand our food production. What else? What else? Campfires. We could use more of those. More rooftop terraces. Don't have any of these 3. Shrubs, lanterns, and roofs are great. Awe, we don't have any of that. And then fun, we don't have any of that either. We don't have any books. So definitely a lot that we can do with regard to our well-being. So why don't we make a nice area for the beavers. So something like that. And we'll get rid of those. And then I would love to get a beaver statue right there. The hedge would be great. Yeah, I'm going to unlock the hedge, obviously, because, you know, we're going to spend all of that precious science on the hedge. And then let's see. Something like this. So if we get all of this done, let's prioritize that, and then I'm going to put a couple campfires there and a path, and then a beaver statue right here. So if the beaver statue is going to go there, we can get a shrub there. Yeah. So we'll have two campfires there, this nice little sitting area. That will be very nice. And then all of this dynamite is done, so we can go ahead and detonate that. Just to clear away even more space. Get all of this out of the way. Delete that rubble, because we don't need that. And then let's put the stairs on the highest priority so that they can actually start to kind of work on that a little bit. But okay, so all of this is going to get done. This is pretty much all logs. The lanterns have planks, but we won't worry about that. Okay, so all of this is going to get built, and then the campfire after that. So we'll make the campfire a priority, and this will just be a nice little well-being area that the beavers can use, that they can relax at, and really should help our overall well-being. We just need to remember to come back in here and put in the beaver statue, which is going to cost 500 science, which we definitely do not have. But that'll be good. Kind of mimicking this setup over here. And then we could probably put in another little medical area in here. Somehow. Not sure how. If we go into Wellbeing, we could do something like this, and then just continue the shrub, the hedge, like that. So we'll get that built for a little bit more wellness. Yeah, I think that would be good. A little bit more of a medical area. Bunch more campfires, so that's definitely going to help. And then we are getting started on this levee. So why don't we get these stacks done? And then I think after that, we'll want to do... I think we want to get this done first before we actually close this off. I think. So with that being the case, let's do something like that. So we'll do this section first, and then we'll work on this. And then once all this is done, we'll come over here and work on that. Yeah. I think that that's going to be good. But okay. So this is our little medical area. Can we get a couple more tanks in here? Yes, we could. Something like that. And then what if we were to get just some triple platforms there to kind of square that off? And then we could get a path kind of like that. Maybe a lantern there. And then a couple shrubs there. Perfect. So that will kind of round off this area, get that completely filled in. I really like filling in kind of just everything, and that actually reminds me that we are missing some decorations right here. So why don't we just get a couple hedges in there. And that's good. You know what? Why don't let's just get all of this done. Just so that this area is like totally done. And let's see how we're doing on the campfires now. We're doing better. Could probably still use a few more, if we're being honest. Which is fine. But okay, drought started. We'll have plenty of water to make it through this drought. Not going to be an issue at all. Although it is going to stop our power wheels over here, so hopefully the wind keeps up, so we can make sure that we are still working. And let's see, is there any way that I can shorten this travel? Not really. But what I probably could do to help it out is if I put a log storage here and set it to obtain, the haulers should fill this with logs. Should fill it with logs. At least in theory. And we do have 30 haulers, so you know, as long as they're not hauling water, hopefully they should get that filled. Because I would imagine that storage facilities that are set to obtain, like these, probably actively pull the haulers, as opposed to, you know, like a hauler wants to deliver some logs to this lumber mill. Like I think if there are things that actively are demanding haulers, they will kind of, I don't know if there's another way to say it, actively move things over to this facility. Like, are these haulers that are all bringing logs over here? Yes, they are. So that should speed up this building quite a bit. I would imagine anyway. Just because now the builders don't have to go so far for the logs. So we're kind of moving the things on site. And let's get this section built and then this section. That would be good. Yeah, see, they're cruising now. Because now we got the haulers actually moving the resources over here for them. Yeah, that's definitely going to work out. It's definitely going to work out the way that we want it to. Okay, 5 days left in this drought. Fairly long drought. We're probably going to have to drain a little bit of water. Into the river just to keep it topped off. So why don't we do that? Just drain a little bit. And I wonder if this should get replaced with sluice gates. I don't know. A lot of people, I watched again a couple videos regarding the sluice gates, and a lot of people said that they essentially just stopped using floodgates once they figured out how to get the sluice gates to work. So definitely something to consider. And most of our science is now operational as well, so we should be gaining science at a fairly good rate, which will be good. We only have no unemployed beavers right now, which is great. So we should power on through to that 1,300 number. But okay, so we've got sluice gates right here. So close, no. So we want close below contamination. Yeah, so if the contamination is below 5%, close, because that means that the water that's in here is clean. Right? Yeah. So if the water that is in here is clean, I want these closed. And then if the water that's in here is dirty, I want these open. So close with contamination below 5%. Yeah. And then these ones are going to be the opposite. These ones are going to be closed with contamination below whatever that number, or close with contamination above. Close above contamination. Yeah. Yeah, so that should be good. All right, awesome. So this is all getting built now. And I think that this is going to solve our issue. We're going to see. I wonder if I'm doing this completely wrong and the sluice gate should be on the bottom. But I think that this is going to work. I also think that it's going to look really nice with having it elevated. So it's not quite at ground level. I think that that's going to be a fun kind of design choice. But we will see. And then what I'm thinking for this area is that we will probably dynamite out to kind of square this off. So how deep is this? 3 levels, I think. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. So I need triple dynamite here. So I think what we'll probably do is kind of square this off to kind of make it look nice. Something like that. And then maybe like that. So we'll just kind of square off these corners, obviously. And then we'll get double dynamite all in here to clean this up. And then singles all in here. Just to make this look nice. Don't need these pieces. We're going to have to remove all of this at some point to dynamite it away. But that'll kind of clean this up a little bit. And then I'm probably going to carve like a trench through here, maybe meeting it over here so that all of this becomes fertile. And then we can plant on here. Because I think that would be good. Getting us a ton more plantable space. But all right, let's get this section built because I really don't want beavers to get stuck in there, because that would be quite annoying. But hopefully they can kind of come around here and build on the sides. So 2 days left in the drought. Our water is getting fairly low. So let's go ahead and drain a little bit more into here. That will be good. And then we'll bring that back up. Okay. So this is all getting built now. And then once this is done, yeah, you can see they're already moving on to this section just because they're limited now on what they can reach over here. And that's actually a good thing. I actually like that. So what I think we're going to do is I'm going to come back to you all once this is complete, and then we can see it in action and see how it functions. I will come back just before it's done. So I will see you guys in a few. And we are back. So the beavers have completed this project, and you can see that the water is rising. And let's speed it up. And that is working. So that is perfect. That's exactly what we were hoping to see. And I think I'll pull this back just one more level. Just one section over so that we don't get overflow onto the side. But I think that that should work perfectly. I think that this is going to work exactly the way that we want it to, which is great. Honestly, it's pretty outstanding. I'm very excited for it. And I think we might need a path coming over here. And then I think what we're going to do is we're going to create a little channel here. Like just like a 2 wide channel that will bring the water over here. So what I think we'll do is we will fill this in with levees like this, and this will just stay open. So why don't we get those done? The dynamite will be the priority. Can dynamite that out, but that'll just prevent overflow, I think. And I think that that looks really nice. And now I really want a bad tide to come through so that we can actually see that in action and see how that works. But okay, we have a ton of science. Oh, we're so close to that large windmill. We also have 5 unemployed beavers, which is kind of crazy. We are going to start putting farms up here, so I don't want to overreact too much. But yeah, I really want to waste some science and get a beaver statue. Yeah, we're going to do that. We are going to do that, and we are going to get the beaver statue flanked, obviously, by shrubs. And then, obviously, by lanterns. And that's going to be the priority, to get that built, because I am going to delete these stairs. So, once we delete those stairs, that's it. We're not getting up here anymore. And okay, just a couple more dynamites to go, which will be good. And then we're going to get this built, and then we're going to dynamite out a channel here. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 wide right here. And then also coming back here. And that will just provide a ton of greenery over here, which I think will be good. And do I want it to be 3 wide? No, I think 2 wide will be sufficient. Yeah. I think that'll be good. So let's dynamite this out, as well as this. Get that nice and square, because we like things to be square. One could argue that that was us wasting growable space, but I would argue that you're wrong. Oh, we have no logs. Of course, no logs, because we killed all of these trees. Although there are some that are relatively close, a couple of 88%, 78%. Yeah, we've got a ton that are getting there. It's just going to take a little while for it to fully get there. And I don't want to replace these yet, because during droughts, this sometimes gets what's the right way to describe it? This sometimes gets low, the water level, and has to be replaced. So I think for now, until we can dynamite this out to be deeper, which we obviously will at some point, which is going to be a huge pain because we're going to have to remove, all of this stuff to successfully dynamite it out. But that'll be okay. Why don't we delete this, because we don't need that anymore. And the beavers can come through and pick up the limited logs that are here. And hopefully use them for our various shenanigans. Oh, and we unlocked the beaver statue, so we do need to remember to come and put one right there in our little campfire area. Obviously. But okay, so this is going to kind of be our new farming area. So we're going to have to figure out what crops we want to plant over here. We could do a ton of sunflowers. We're going to need to do them eventually, but I'm kind of thinking wheat would be a good crop to plant over here. Just tons of wheat. And sunflowers, potentially. Wheat and sunflowers is not a bad idea. But we will see. We will see. And I don't want to dynamite this out until this is built. And of course, we still just don't have any logs. So really need some trees to come to life so that we can cut them down and continue on. 95%. Yeah, so some of these are close. They are very close. And then we're also getting close to unlocking the science facility, which is good. And all this dynamite is getting laid, which is also good. And then we're just going to have to kind of figure out how we want to lay out our farmhouses. So if we were to get a farmhouse here that does reach, maybe like one here and one here on this end. And I think that we're going to do our best to actually keep these off of the off of the grass. So if we were to lay something out, we could get a storage here. And what did we say we're going to plant over here? Wheat. So not flour, wheat. And then a farmhouse right here with a set of stairs. Maybe going like this. Something like that. And then we are going to need a little path off right there. But that's going to get most of this area. And then what I think we'll do, I would love to get some of these suspension bridges. Just because I think that would look really nice. That's way too much science. So we'll just do it the old-fashioned way. But we will run some paths over here. And then we'll get another farmhouse right here. So we'll have a storage here. Something like that. Let's see. So if we get our storage here, our farmhouse here, I'm going to flip it. Set of stairs going down with a path. Yeah, and then we get this connected like that. And then this one will cover. Yeah, it actually goes all the way back there, which is actually really nice. And then this is also going to store wheat. And these are both going to prioritize wheat with the highest workplace settings. And then this is really not important. I just need to make sure that the things that actually need to get built are being built. And you can see that they're coming in and putting in the planks, which is good. They are getting ahead, but this is just demanding so many logs that We haven't even started on this, which is pretty funny. But okay. So these oaks are coming along. And look at this. Now we're not even going to get a bad tide. It's just our luck. Just our luck. But okay. Let's see. What was I just about to check? Yeah, I don't remember. But one more log, and then we can finally get the, there we go. The beaver statue done. And there are just a few oaks that are coming along. It's just so much wood. It's just so... Did not need to be tall like this. Just not really necessary, but that's okay, though. That is totally okay. We are coming up on 40 minutes, so we are right around that point where... this episode's going to start winding down, but I think we're doing great. This is really exciting, and I can't wait for our first bad tide where we can actually take a look at how this performs, because I think it's going to do really well. But anyway, guys, that's probably going to bring us just about to the end of this episode. If you guys enjoyed it, definitely let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Leave a like, really helps with the video engagement. If you don't want to leave a comment, that's totally fine. And if you would, consider subscribing to the channel so you can stay up to date on this series, as well as some of the other ones that I've got planned for the future. Until the next episode, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you then. Thanks.